How long?
Ethan Cole had prayed for rain every day for 11 weeks. His father had farmed this land for 40 years without ever needing to ask twice. Ethan was starting to wonder if God had simply stopped listening.
Dad, is God mad at us?
It's a fair question for a 10-year-old to ask. Ethan didn't have an answer for himself, let alone his son.
Marcus, you praying over dirt now?
Every morning. Man planted these seeds in faith. Least I can do is check on them in faith, too.
Faith's not paying my mortgage.
Didn't say it would. Said it'd get you through it.
Through it to where, Marcus? There's no through. There's just dry and drier.
There's a through. You just can't see it from here. That's kind of the point of it being faith.
Marcus Reeves had buried his wife 18 months earlier. Cancer, slow and merciless. He'd sat by her bed for 6 months, not knowing if he'd wake up a husband or a widower. He knew something about waiting that Ethan hadn't learned yet. Ethan wasn't ready to ask what it was.
I just need a little more time. 60 days, Ethan. That's what they gave us.
I know what they gave us.
Do you? Because you've been out in that barn every night, like staring at Dad's old book.
What do you want me to do, Sarah? Kneel harder? Mr. Cole, Greg Whitfield, Heartland Solar Partners. Got a minute?
We're leasing land across 3 counties for solar right now. Guaranteed 20-year lease, paid whether it rains or not. No more gambling on weather, Mr. Cole. Just a check every month, like clockwork.
Ethan, that clears everything. That clears all of it.
That's my grandfather's land, Sarah, my dad's.
And in 60 days, it might not be anybody's, if the bank takes it instead. At least this way we keep the house. We keep something.
No pressure. Offer's good for 30 days. Just think about what sure thing is worth right now.
Ethan had spent his whole life believing that faith meant hanging on no matter what. Nobody had ever told him that sometimes the hardest test isn't losing the thing you're praying for. It's being handed an easy way to stop praying for it.
You haven't even opened it.
I don't need to open it. I know what it says.
Then why is it still sitting there instead of in the trash, Ethan? You're not sure. Just admit you're not sure.
What do you want from me? You want me to sell out on Dad? On his dad? For a guaranteed check?
I want my son to stop asking me if we're gonna lose the house. I want one night where I'm not doing math in my head while he's asleep. You get to be proud of the land, Ethan. I'm the one lying awake wondering how we eat in March.
Some kids at school said we're gonna have to move. Is that true?
I don't know yet, bud.
Grandpa used to say God takes care of farmers. Was he wrong?
I don't think he was wrong. I think I stopped believing it the second it got hard to believe.
It's one thing to lose your own faith quietly, alone, where no one has to watch. It's another thing to realize your child is watching you lose it and learning from how you do it.
Y'all know the story of Job. Man lost everything, land, children, health, and you know what he never got? An explanation. Not one. God didn't owe him the why, he just has to trust the who. Patience isn't sitting still doing nothing. Patience is planting when you can't see the harvest, the hardest work there is. You're angry, I get it, but anger is a compass, not a cage.
You really believe all that? Or is what you tell people because it's Sunday?
I believed it in a hospital hallway at 3 a.m. with my wife's hand going cold in mine. So yeah, I believe it on the days it costs me something.
Somebody offered to buy the land, Marcus. Guaranteed money. Sarah wants me to take it. Maybe she's right.
Maybe she is. That's not for me to say. You scared of losing the land, or you scared of what about you keep it and it still doesn't rain?
How do you do it? How do you just stand there, calm, every single day like it doesn't tear you apart?
You think this is calm? Ethan, I go home every night to a house with one coffee cup in the sink because I can't bring myself to buy a second one again. Then how are you still here, still faithful? Because the night my wife died, I made a choice. Not to feel better, still pray,
still plant seeds in dirt that might never grow anything for me again. Not because I felt like it, because I decided faith wasn't a feeling I was waiting to have. I hear you. It was a decision I made before I felt anything. Feeling sure, that's not promised to any of us.
His father had farmed through 3 droughts in 40 years. Ethan had never once asked him how.
Son, if you're reading this, the sky is probably empty and your hands are probably tired. I want you to know something I never said out loud enough. This land was never the promise. It was just the place I decided to keep believing in the promise. Don't sell your believing, son. Whatever else you do with the land.
Ethan had always thought faith meant God showing up on time. What he hadn't considered was that maybe he was the one who needed to show up, not for an answer, but for the waiting itself.
I don't understand this. I don't. But I'm still here.
So, I'm still yours. Even if it doesn't rain. Even if we lose it all.
Marcus, what are you... Told you. Faith's the hardest work there is. Figured we'd do some of it together.
Mom, I am gonna go help him haul that bucket.
The rain still hadn't come. The bank still hadn't forgiven a single day of the 60. The Whitfield offer still sat unsigned on the porch table. But something had shifted that couldn't be foreclosed on. Maybe the rain comes tomorrow. Maybe it doesn't come for another month. Ethan Cole no longer needed to know which. He'd learned the thing Marcus already carried in his bones. That patience was never the space between the prayer and the answer. It was the faith that stood in that space and stayed.